Hey everybody, this is an experiment. It's my first time live streaming on YouTube. I've streamed in many other places, as you all know. And what this is me bringing my Critical Questions videos home here to YouTube. Many of you have followed them on other channels and in other social networks. It doesn't work out because they're kind of all over the place. And I do like to drop them a little randomly. I am going to drop at least one a week here. I might drop more if the feeling kind of comes upon me. But here it is, the first live streamed Critical Question on YouTube. Let's do it. Okay, so as many of you know, I have this deck of cards which have my critical questions on them. These are tools that I use in situations where I need to break through something that's keeping me stuck, or where I just can't seem to get to the next idea. I'm not sure what to do. Whatever any of those things are, if I find myself at full stop and I'm not quite sure why, I ask myself a critical question. So I'm going to pick one of these cards out of the deck. I'm going to do it randomly. That's how it works here. Let's see what we got. Ah, could you be in the dip right now? Okay, so this requires some explanation. What is the dip? It's my experience that inevitably in every process, in every job, even in every kind of like social scenario you're in, at some point in that period of time, you will come to the dip. It's that period of time where things get messy. Maybe communication starts to go off track. Maybe the work isn't quite hitting like you hoped it would. Maybe it's the moment you run out of ideas. You're feeling crunchy. You're maybe feeling angry or resentful or confused. This happens in almost every case where you are working with a team of other people to achieve an outcome, right? So that's the dip. I learned about the dip when I took the Alt MBA program from Seth Godin. And it's a big part of what they use to teach there in that program. So the awareness of what if you're in the dip can become a very powerful thing, because the thing to understand about the dip is it's not really real. It's kind of, in my case, built of feelings. Maybe I'm a little bit uncomfortable about something I have to do. Maybe I'm a little bit afraid that I need to stretch or try something new. Or maybe I'm just overwhelmed for like reasons like I'm hungry, I'm just kind of worn out and angry, I'm lonely, I'm tired. I call that halt, which means stop and take care of those things. The thing to know about the dip is this: it happens in almost every process or any goal-oriented sort of job you're involved with. It's going to come and it's going to go. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you personally. And what I do to get out of the dip is I try to take my mind off the track of the project and put it in a place where it's getting fed, either literally with calories or fed by my imagination or creative input. I get outside, I breathe real air, I talk to people who aren't at all involved in the subject that has me at a full stop. I go to a museum and look at beautiful things, right? I go outside and I close my eyes and I just listen. I do things that are built to interrupt this kind of cycle I'm in, which is sort of a part of the dip for me. And once I get it interrupted, I can introduce a new thought. So that's what I've got for you today on could you be in the dip right now? If you're feeling confused, if you're feeling stopped, if you're feeling that you don't know what's next, you might be in the dip. And that's okay. It's to be expected. Take a break, refresh the palate, interrupt that thing, and then come back and see if you can move along. So here it is, the grand experiment, live streaming on YouTube. More of this to come. Keep your eyes peeled, and thank you for putting up with the inevitable shenanigans of me getting this started. And now I need to figure out how to stop the stream. This is always an awkward moment for me, no matter where you view Critical Questions. Here it is.